All right, welcome back. Recall in the last video, we looked at this chart. We've discussed the first dimension, which is permanence, and now we're going to look at the second one, which is pervasiveness. So simply put, pervasiveness is how much something seeps into other areas of our thinking and our lives. This explains the impact of failure on a person's life in either a universal or a specific way. If a person sees failure universally, um, bad events will spill over and impact other areas of their life. Alternatively, a person who makes more specific explanations will see failure impacting a specific part of their life. So let's look at a few examples. So notice here again the language used to describe each event, all right? Universal language uses or implies all in each of the descriptions. So all teachers are unfair or books are useless. So instead, specific language limits it to one person or one thing. So for example, instead of all teachers are unfair, it reads Professor Smith is unfair. Instead of all books are useless, it identifies this book is useless. Okay, so this slide explains pervasiveness from the way positive events are explained. So optimistic individuals believe that negative events have a specific cause and that positive events will impact everything he or she does in the future, or a lot of what he or she will do in the future. Pessimistic individuals tend to believe that negative events will impact all areas of their lives and that positive events are caused by a specific factor. So here are some examples of what I mean. So I'm smart. I'm good at school. I have a good attitude. These are universal, optimistic thinking. But the alternative, specific with pessimistic thinking, I'm only smart at math, or I'm only good at reading, or, or I was in a good mood that day. So notice here again the language to describe each event. Universal language uses or implies all in the description. So I'm smart or I'm good at school like we went through. However, with regards to positive events or universal language generates optimism, and specific language like I'm smart in math or I'm only good in reading generates pessimism. So let's sum it all up on the next slide. So here's another visual to help you visualize this information. You can see that for bad events, those who see them as impacting many areas of their life are more pessimistic than those who allow the event to impact just that one area that it is intended to impact. The goal for cultivating optimism and practicing mental flexibility is to contain the negative events so that they do not spill over into the other areas of our lives and negatively impact us further. So now that you've learned about permanence and pervasiveness as explanatory styles, watch the next video on changing pessimism into learned optimism.